LTX 2.5 is here. Check out some of my early generation tests to see what you can expect from the model.
This one actually stays flat when I move.
The storm should pass before morning. No, it won't. Get away from the windows.
Okay, these make the whole outfit.
Now it's ready.
It's a cool gun.
First, let me guide you through the workflow so you can start testing LTX 2.5 and see the results for yourself. If you're a professional creator interested in generating consistent, production-ready AI influencers with complete creative freedom and zero refusals, I covered a platform in this video which gives you everything you need without any refusals. I'll attach the link to the video below to see how consistent the influencers are. You'll also receive a 15% discount if you register using the link provided. As you saw in the text overlay, I generated all of these clips on my RTX 5060 laptop. During the sampling process, I didn't notice any major SSD swapping or offloading. You can confidently run this workflow with 8GB of VRAM, but for smoother generations, you'll definitely need more than 24GB of system RAM. First, make sure ComfyUI is fully up to date. You can update it from here or through the ComfyUI manager. Once the update is complete, click the Templates option here. If everything was updated correctly, you'll see these three workflows. Next, go to the LTX 2.5 model page on Hugging Face and make sure you've been granted access to the model. Otherwise, you won't be able to download it. I made a few slight changes to the official workflow, and here's the result. As usual, here are the links to every model you need. Again, make sure you've been granted access to the model before clicking those links. First, you have the Gemma 412B text encoder. Below that is the INT8 LTX 2.5 distilled transformer, followed by the two VAE files, and finally, the latent upscale model. Below the download links, you'll find the storage locations for each model. The Gemma 412B model goes inside the text encoders folder. The LTX 2.5 distilled transformer goes inside the diffusion models folder. Both VAE files go inside the VAE folder, and the spatial upscaler goes inside the latent upscale models folder. If you're unfamiliar with these locations, head over to your portable ComfyUI directory. Open the ComfyUI folder, followed by the models folder. These are the four folders where you need to place the downloaded models. These are the nodes you'll use to select your models. On the left, you have the resolution selector, which includes both the aspect ratio and the megapixel value. A megapixel value of 1 gives you 768p resolution, while a value of 2 gives you 1080p resolution. On my 8GB VRAM setup, I successfully generated 9-second clips at 24 frames per second using the 2 megapixel setting, or 1080p resolution. It took me around 11 minutes. This chart gives you everything you need to set the resolution correctly. Below the resolution selector node, you'll find the duration node, where you can set the length of your video. Here is the positive prompt. Below that, you have the negative prompt, but because this is a turbo model, the negative prompt is ineffective. The sampler is set to Euler Ancestral by default, and that's everything you need to know about this workflow. The Lightricks team has just released its latest model, LTX 2.5, and I really appreciate the team's continued effort to make open-source video generation available to users with consumer hardware. So, according to the Lightricks team, what's actually new in LTX 2.5? The first feature is Diffusion Fidelity Rendering. This is a new way of building each scene from adaptive, high-fidelity keyframes, producing pixel quality designed to hold up on a cinema screen. The second improvement is cleaner, smoother, and more natural motion with fewer artifacts. The third feature is a major one. We can now create connected shots that maintain the character, environment, lighting, and voice. If this works as advertised, it's going to be incredible. The fourth improvement is precise control. I believe this refers to the model's ability to follow complex prompts, generate the intended duration, and edit footage precisely. Next, LTX 2.5 supports native 4K HDR for users with high-end GPUs. I have nothing but respect for the Lightricks team for pushing open weights so hard, especially when models like the Vaughn series moved exclusively to the cloud. From my first few generations, the first improvement I noticed was the audio quality. It has improved significantly. I also noticed an improvement in picture quality, and the model can now natively generate a diverse range of visual styles without relying on LoRa's. However, just like LTX 2.3, the new LTX 2.5 still struggles heavily with fast-paced action scenes. This remains one of the most frustrating problems for local open-source users.
Hairpin right, clear.
Most of the issues we encountered with the previous version also remain, and the model still seems highly unpredictable. These are some of the limitations you should expect when using LTX 2.5. The reason local users love the Lightricks team and LTX is simple. The model gives us so much creative freedom. Here is the official Hugging Face page. If you open the Diffusion Models folder, you'll see that both the distilled and dev versions are available. Try LTX 2.5 for yourself, and let me know how it goes for you in the comments below. See you in the next video.